Hey there guys, Asset Assassin here today, and I did tell you in the last video to see what phone I got, and I didn't get anyone say, you got this and the other. I didn't get anyone say what phone I actually got, and it kind of surprised me because I thought you guys would have been really into guessing something like that. Nevertheless, my old phone is gone. It's gone to my dad, as you did know in the last video. However, the phone that I've got is with me right now. I did promise an unboxing video, but I got so excited when it came, and I'll give you many reasons as to why I got so excited when it came. For the simple fact, yes, it's a mid-range phone, and I'll tell you all the good features about it and why it's worth the money, in case you would like to get one. Right, the phone I got, drum roll, people in chat, it's the Samsung Galaxy A50, and if you didn't already know this, and you're only just finding this out now, I did put it in my Snapchat when I got it. If you do want to know that, I'll put in the link down below. But yeah, the Galaxy A50. Why, you may ask? I'm about to tell you. This phone, um, as you may already know, is a mid-range phone. I did tell you in the last video, has a 6.4-inch AMOLED, correct me wrong actually, Infinity U display, has a triple camera setup, and in case you didn't know, I'm a massive storage. I'm a storage god. This thing has 128 gigabytes of storage. If you didn't already know, that's quite a lot. And for the triple camera setup, right, on the back, look, you can see me. We have a 25 megapixel camera, an 8 megapixel wide angle lens, and a 5 megapixel. I need to remember what the 5 megapixels is for. I believe it is stabilization. We do also have an on-screen fingerprint. Now, I'm going to show you, in case you don't really know how mad this is. I've only had this one for about 5 days now, so if this doesn't work and it detects my face on screen, it's because I have face recognition. Right, you see this right here? Let me just... I accidentally locked my phone. Wonderful. Um, it's for some reason not matching. Am I lining it up properly? Okay, I'll admit, 99% of the time it works. I should say 90% of the time, but it's not exactly easy when I'm facing away from the camera. Sorry if that sounded terrible. Anyway, let's get into core features of this phone before I keep blabbering on and make this like a 30-minute video. It has 4G LTE, so it's not 5G ready, but it's still a good phone for what it is. It is an octa-core processor. So I'm just really used to looking at myself. I need to start looking at this camera. So 162.1 millimeters, which is the screen. It's a 6.4 full rectangle. That's diagonal, not just measured across. And 6.2 if it was rounded corners, which these are. So it's a full, yeah, it's Super AMOLED. Sorry, I got that wrong in the last video as well. So yeah, 25 megapixel, 5 megapixel, and an 8 megapixel. Sorry, so the other way around. And this is madness, by the way. I didn't know when I first got this phone. I believe I did say it in the first video, though. I was told. The front-facing camera is 25 megapixels. That's more than the webcam I'm using now. That's way more. And yeah, I probably could have used it for this video, but I wanted to show off the phone. Right. It's 128 gigabytes of memory, which I already told you, and it only has 4 gig of RAM. Which, if you didn't already know, my last phone had 3 gig. So, for a phone this mid-range and for how much this costs brand new, in case you didn't already know, it's £309 brand new straight up from any retail store as of yet, well as of now. But yeah, the phone came with the box, a set of earphones, which I tried out, which I'll admit not that great, but they're still good for mid-range. The charging block and the actual cable, which is a Type C, for those of you that don't know, which is very much the same as most new range phones now. But yeah, I'm going to get into the features of this phone and why I picked it and why I like it now. Right, this phone, not only does it have many features that the S10 does, but it is a fraction of the price. Like I mentioned, um, very much the same. It might have a smaller display as the S10. No, bigger screen. That's the S10. Um, but it has less pixel density. You're also missing out on a water rating. This thing does not have a water rating. In case you don't know what that is, it's not IP rated. Um, it's not dust protected. It's not water protected. It's to a standard, I should say, because every phone is protected to a standard. But it doesn't actually have a submersive level, so you cannot submerge this phone in water, not like you would want to. That didn't bother me. One thing that did bother me is that you can't wirelessly charge it, and for £300, or I should say around about 450 US dollars, you cannot wirelessly charge this phone. I can get into why, maybe in another video, but I don't get it. It's got scratch resistant cameras on the front and the back, but they couldn't put in a wireless pad, and that's actually because the material they're using on the back of the phone is a thing they call Glastic. It's a mixture of glass and plastic, but on the S series, like the S8 and the S9 and the S10, they all have wireless charging, because you cannot run wireless charging through a plastic back, even if it has like a glass feel to it, which this phone is it feels premium. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels fairly heavy in the hand. It's got a lighter feel compared to the S series, but it feels like it's worth the money. Now, immediately after getting this phone, it was like 2 days after, I should actually say, I really wanted a case, so I scratched out for one of my auntie's old cases. She had an S9 Plus case that she didn't want or need. I just scratched out all the holes for it, and I not long just got one. I'll recommend this case if you do have this phone. I'll put a link down in the description before even uploading it. It's a two-piece case, so it protects the front and the back. I also got a screen protector for it as well. It just snaps in like so. You'll hear clicks throughout, and you are good to go. I wanted to show off the full phone before actually putting it in its case. Well, taking it out of its case. And yeah, the screen protector fits well. I had someone do that for me. But the case is nice. It's smooth. It's got like a weird mattish feel to it. For those that don't know, I love matte. And I can get into so much more about this phone. I'll recommend the fact that it's not great for gaming. Why would you game on a phone anyway? I do try a few games in my time, and when I get spare time, I just sit down and play a few games, which is really, really well on. I would share some gameplay in another video, but frankly, I'm not quite sure how. I could live stream it, but right. For those of you who also don't know, I play a bit of Pokemon Go, and it manages that just fine. The battery life, it's amazing. It's 4,000 mAh. If you don't know what that means, it's a good battery compared to the S series I had. Um, it's a very loud phone. I would show you some music, but I don't, quite frankly, don't want to get copyrighted for anything like that. Um, it, all in all, it's worth the money. You're not going to get all the things that the top end phones have, but it's a good thing for me to understand something that's not exactly the greatest, if you know what I mean. But yeah, all in all, Samsung Galaxy A50, if you want to go check it out, I'll put a link in the description for it. I didn't buy it outright, I did take this out on contract, so yeah. It is a great phone. I do like it. This is in black, in case you're wondering. It does have like an oil slick effect to it when you first get it, but if you want to go and check out the other colours, I do believe they have a blue one and a white one. This is also dual SIM, which surprised me, as I was currently running two phones. Sorry, not four. I was currently running two phones. I can now give my cousin back his S5 that I was wrapping. But yeah, there's a good reason for that, and I'll tell you in another video. But as of now, I don't think there's much more I can say for all the people that wanted to go and guess and not just got to it. Well, didn't get to it, I should say. Yeah, it is a great phone. It's loud, it's got a decent camera, it's got a decent battery, it's got a decent screen. and it's very much worth. I'd say it's £300 price tag or 450 US dollar price tag. It's got a super bright flash. Um, I tested it the once, and with the S8 flash I had, I could stare at it and it it weren't any brighter than the light I've got on my ceiling. This could light up my whole entire room, and it's no massive achievement, but my room's fairly small, which is makes it easy. But it could light up my brother's room, which is much bigger than mine. Anyway, opens face detection as well. I forgot to mention that. It's got the in-screen fingerprint. It has also got, I believe it's got iris detection as well. I've not tried it yet. There's so many things that I still have yet to try on this phone, which I'll probably get around to and show you some tips and tricks on it. Or for you Android users, I can show you a few tips and tricks on how to make your phone faster. But if you would like that, let me know in the comments down below. I'm sorry for the people that have been missing me on streams and all this stuff. I haven't been around to do any streams. I wanted to do one tonight, but quite fortunately, I've been really tired and I've not long just got up. It is 2 a.m. guys, and I'm trying my best right now. But real talk, if you are seriously interested, if I get enough people who say that they would like to take a look at this phone, spec wise, I'll drop the GSM Arena down below as well. But yeah, for the things that I've mentioned, it will be linked down below if there are enough people interested. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, I will be streaming. I'll be streaming tomorrow, actually. As well, as of today of recording it, I'll be streaming on Friday. So make sure you don't miss me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.